Now simplifying this, we can do a couple of different ways. For example, if we had 6 plus 4 over 2, right? Now our instincts would tell us just to add the 6 and the 4 and divide by 2, and you'd get 5. And that's one way to do this. Another way to do this is to realize that these three numbers all have the same common factor, which is a 2. So we can divide them all by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 1 is 1. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 divided by 1 is still 5. So what I'm getting at is what we can look for in this quadratic formula simplifying is this triangle. Okay? And we have to do that because we can't, like over here we added the 6 and the 4, we can't add the 2 and the 2 square root of 6. They're not like terms. But if we can find a common factor in this triangle, then we can reduce that. And it only, and again, you don't want to mix and match numbers on the inside, numbers on the outside of a radical. So when we're looking for this triangle, this guy's on the outside, this guy's on the outside, so we'd have to look at the coefficient or any number on the outside of this radical, which is here. And so with this triangle, there is a common factor of a 2. So we're going to divide a 2 out. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we get 1 plus or minus 1 square root of 6 all over 1. But we don't need this one or this one. So we just go 1 plus or minus the square root of 6. And that's it. Okay. Walk you through another one. Okay, let's reduce this radical first. We can split 72 up into 36 times 2. Okay, square root of 36 is 6, so 6 comes out. And then we have this. And so we're looking at these three numbers in our triangle, and they have a common factor of a 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And there we've simplified. Okay? All right, so we're going to put this all together in the quadratic formula. So we want to solve this quadratic equation. We know we have to get this equal to 0, so subtract 20 from both sides. And then ideally we'd try to factor it first. But there are no factors of negative 20 that will add to positive 4, so we're not going to be able to do this. So we get into the quadratic formula. So opposite b plus or minus square root of b squared, which is going to be 16, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2 times a, which is just going to be 2. So we get 16 plus 80. So we get 96 inside the radical.
Brad Timmons, please come to the main office.
Now we're going to reduce this square root of 96. So we can factor out what, 16? Go 16 times 6. Square root of 16 is 4. So we get 4 square root of 6 over 2. Here, it's our triangle. They have a common factor of a 2. So you divide a 2 into all of those. And you'd have a 1 in the denominator, which we don't need, and so there's our solution. Okay? Now, you try. Here's 14, 15. And on 15, the trick is you're going to have to distribute the 4r first before you can subtract the 5 to get it equal to 0. So try those out and see what you come up with. Okay, did you get this for number 14? You had to subtract the 4 over and then get into the quadratic formula. Hopefully you did. So here's 14. 15 would look something like this. Again, you had to distribute the 4r first, then subtract the 5 over, and then get into your quadratic formula. You should have ended up with -1 plus or minus the square root of 11 over 4. Okay, any issues there, make sure you come see me. Homework's out in Canvas. Make sure you have that done next time.